So we keep carving here, right? We keep adding detail, right? More and more detail. See how I kind of extended. I defined the volume here by extending the tonal scale, putting more dark reds, and in some areas in here also I put violet and blue together with the red to make it really dark. And as I mentioned before, also to change the temperature to make it feel deeper or in the shadow mass, right? I tried also to hint a little bit at the wavy surface here, because the ribs under that will create a sense of waviness, right? All this needs to go darker, much darker, right? There's the armpit. I'm going to put the layer of darker color here, and then later I'm going to refine it a little bit. I need to push it back. Probably I'm going to go over it with some dry brush, but now I had to let it dry a little bit. All right, the coracobrachialis, the bicep, the brachialis, medial head, long head of the tricep, and the two heads of the bicep here, right? Pectoralis, going over the bicep, right here, and then under the deltoid, right? The deltoid wraps around the bicep, goes on the lateral side of the arm. Okay. I want to push the neck back because now it's the same color as the bicep. Sorry, the pectoralis. I need to push it back. I'm gonna make it a little bit grayer, darker here. Gradually, I'm gonna use a cooler color here now, and then I had to decide what to do with the head eventually. I'm gonna leave it as is now with just a general wash in here. But I was thinking also maybe adding hair. We'll see. It might look good. It might look strange. So we'll see. Right. Okay. So I'm bringing out the pectoralis, pushing back the axilla. sartorius, fibrous the sartorius. I'm gonna have this part darker. Need to gray down the tendons right here. Like cast shadow over the calves, right here. Maybe now. So the bone, it traditionally is made yellow, right? As a way of codifying the various tissues, but the living bone in reality is. It's got a pinkish, yellowish, pearlescent color, right? Because it's covered with it's white, but then has this pearlescent pink over it. It's covered with a periosteum. It's a thin film of periosteum, and it's like a coat of tissue over the bone. All right. So let's see here. Of course, this pose is taken from I copied from a photograph. I took a photograph, actually a variety of photographs, because the model couldn't, stand still like this, right, for more than a second, right? She was jumping. So, when you understand anatomy and you study anatomy, you have a decent knowledge about it. Even when you copy a photograph, your drawing is going to be much better because you can interpret the photograph. You can see aspect of the body in a photograph that you would not be able to see if you don't study anatomy. So you can interpret it much better. You can render it much, much better. This is gonna be the profile of the rib cage. See that? The rib cage ends, right? I'm gonna make it a little bit darker here, right? And it kind of turns. A question of patience, right? I'm going to try to work at the same time all the sides of the rib cage like this to develop a coherent sense of volume, right, between right and left. I don't want to focus on detail too soon, right? Costa large here, right? Linea alba in between the volumes of the segmentations of the rectus abdominis. Darker color, right?